Hey folks, thank you for joining me today. My name is Austin Wright. I'm chatting with Sam Gilliland, the CEO and Chairman of Sabre Holdings. Now, Sam, how you doing today? You doing all right?
I'm doing fantastic. Good to be with you, Austin.
It's good to see you as well. Thank you for joining me. You know, I've been working now here with Sabre and talking with some of the people here, and it's the team you have here is great. They're knowledgeable. The thing that I've really been excited about is you have a lot of passionate people here.
Yeah,
they're
fantastic.
That love what they do. And I know that you also spend a lot of time advocating for the travel industry and really kind of pushing the passion behind what you're doing here. And you just got back from Washington, is that correct?
That's right.
Okay, and you were at the U.S. Travel CEO Roundtable.
I was. That was one of the things. I was up there for 4 days last week, so one of the days I spent with the U.S. Travel Association, and they conduct a CEO Roundtable, let's see, probably 4 times a year. So we get together and we talk about strategy for the U.S. Travel Association. Also typically visit with folks in the Hill or sometimes in the White House.
Yeah. I mean, what were some of the conversations that went on behind those doors?
Well, maybe just to start with U.S. Travel Association for a moment, we were talking a lot over the course of the day about aviation infrastructure and just infrastructure for travel in general. So we were concerned that the infrastructure in the U.S. for travel isn't keeping up with the rest of the world. So as an example, if you fly into Miami and you want to if you fly into Miami from Europe and you want to travel then on to Orlando, it's very difficult for travelers to get from one place to another, at least in mass. So we don't have any good rail, any light-speed rail between, say, Miami and Orlando.
Okay.
Those types of issues really occur all over the U.S. And you fly into a city, is there good infrastructure to get to other destinations within the U.S.?
Certainly.
And are we keeping up with, say, Europe or other parts of the world that are building these? You know, China is building a tremendous infrastructure, both in air
Where would
and
you
rail.
say we rank as a country versus the other industries that are out there?
Well, I think we just rank behind many of the other countries in terms of what we've invested in infrastructure over probably the last 30 or 40 years. So we have a long way to go. The other things we spent time on, we went over to the White House for a short visit. And again, this is the CEO Roundtable and then the leadership of the U.S. Travel Association. And our primary purpose there was to offer or extend our appreciation to White House officials. We met with Valerie Jarrett and Jeff Zients, who runs the Office of Management and Budget, and then Gene Sperling, who's the director of the economic advisors there at the White House. But to extend our appreciation for a lot of the work they've done over the last couple of years in support of the travel industry. So President Obama just recently rolled out or announced an initiative around a national travel and tourism strategy and a number of initiatives to support travel in the U.S. And I think there is broad and deep recognition in the White House that travel stimulates the economy. There's job creation that comes from it and through it. And if we do a good job of promoting travel outside the U.S. and making travel easy once you get to the U.S. for international travelers, will drive significant job creation.
Certainly.
And much better than most other industries in the sense that it's fairly immediate. So 35 travelers come to the U.S. from international origins, and 35 generate one job for every, I think, nine visitors to Las Vegas. It creates a job.
Yeah.
So I think there's good recognition on their part. They put a lot of focus and energy around travel and tourism.
So you also, it's my understanding too, that you testified before Congress.
I did
as well.
I did.
Can you kind of tell me what that was about and their reaction?
Yeah, the concern is around, and this is across industries, not specific to travel and tourism, but rising oil and gas prices and what it means for the consumer. So will they spend as much on travel simply because they have to spend a lot more on gas to fuel their vehicle? And so what does that mean in terms of impacts on travel and tourism and therefore, again, job creation? So I was testifying to say it's a problem, and in fact, it's a big problem for people traveling by car. It's a big problem for airlines whose profitability depends on, and even investments in the future depend on having predictable oil prices. So I was talking about the problem, and then also a handful of solutions that I see, and the Energy Security Leadership Council, which I'm a member of, what we see as a group of solutions for the U.S. around oil prices.
Okay. Actually, we're just going to take a break right there
Yeah.
real quick, folks. So stay tuned. We're going to have more with CEO Chairman Sam Gilliland. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.